Hey, 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 hey. Yo, what's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's Team? It's your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan on the mic tonight. Monday night, mic'd up. Here we are. Yeah, we threw a curve ball at you tonight. So this is something we're doing. We're trying to do a recap tonight. So here we are on Monday night, mic'd up with the panel, the heavyweights. All right, so hey, let's get right into this. Let me do my formal introduction as I always do. Right below me is our guy that we've got 95 million followers on TikTok. It's our guy, 21 Armando 21. Give it up. And straight out of the West, the far West, the AZ, it's our guy, Mikey Mike Up. What's up, Mikey?
Yo.
Yeah, man, and right above him is our guy, Dallas Cowboy Chris, a.k.a. Big Fella in the house. And last but not least, it's our guy with all the info, news that you can use. It's our guy. Allow me to butt in sports. All right. How we doing this Monday night, man? I mean, it gets dark early. I guess it's still evening time, but damn, it seems like it's nighttime. Yeah. So how we doing, man? I'm sure everybody's feeling good today. Everybody's hyped up, and we put that 50 piece up on yesterday. So I think we doing okay today, aren't we?
Wow, man, we use that.
He's great, man.
They usually say electricians don't sweep, but man, I was using that broom today.
Man,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So hey, before we get started, we got to give a big shout out to all our subscribers and all those that follow us, and we just want to say thank y'all, because without you, we would not be where we are today. So give it up for our subscribers and our followers. And Mikey, I want you to give us the honors on this one. Give it up right here. You go, Mikey. Go for it.
We like to still have a special thanks to Dallas Cowboys on deck, Dallas Cowboys fan 365, We Them Boys, 520 Boys, Queens of Honor by Dallas Cowboy Fan Club, Mexico, Dallas Fan Zone 24/7, Guadalajara,
Jalisco.
The Hard Hitter Lifestyle, Borrachos, Desert Borrachos, One Star, One Family, Blue Star Dynasty, Southern California, Dallas Cowboys Fan Club, Cowboys Empire 909. We all over the place, all the way from Canada to Mexico. We got North America all wrapped, listening. And thank you for liking and subscribing our stuff. All of us are very, very, very grateful for your time. Remember to thumb us up, subscribe, tell your friends about us. Thank you.
Also, one more, G. Hey, he said North America, but then we also got the boys from across the pond, UK Cowboy fans. Like, represent
Cowboy, right? That's right. Give it up. For real.
Eating crumpets and cheese, listening to the Big Cowboys huddle and the Monday Mike Up. G, I got to give you props, because I could tell you've been working hard on your production skills. Don't think we didn't notice the banner and the new intros, man. You be kicking ass, man. Thanks,
I get bored, man. I get bored. I gotta keep. Sometimes it be sitting there like
and Fleabug too. Fleabug too.
Fleabug's in the house. We gotta definitely give it up. We gotta definitely give it up to her, man. That's the administrator. She sits back in the back and she makes sure we get all our comments out there. So again, guys, we want to make sure we hear you guys tonight. We want to make sure you throw your comments up there, and we're definitely going to give a big shout out to you as well. So we want to know how y'all feel about this game on yesterday. But with that being said, so guys, let's get right into it. We ready? First of all, hey, Rue, how you feeling today, brother?
Man, it feels good to be home, man. I've been gone. I've been missing y'all, bro. It feels damn good to be home. I'm in the spirits today. It's been a good ass day.
Look at that duo. That's that dynamic duo right there.
Put up them numbers on your boys, and it's just like, man, it's nice to come in on a win. I wish I was here last week, but man, it just feels good to be home.
Right on. 21, how you feeling, brother?
We feeling good, man. We feeling good, relaxed. Had a good little Sunday. Them boys did what we expected them to do. And that's put an ass whooping on these Giants. No no less, no more. It was just simply an ass whooping. And as the big fella said in one of his TikToks, 68 points. Damn it!
60.
You know, we put a whooping on it, right? So, you know, it's good. It was a good Sunday, good victory Monday. You know,
Yeah,
it's chilling. We're chilling.
yeah. Mikey 520, what you think? How you feeling today anyway? How you feeling?
While in the spirit of what Chris what he made on TikTok the last time we whooped the Giants ass. We opened enough cans of ass whooping to donate in the spirit of Thanksgiving. And a lot of hate Crow. It's good to win like this. Of course, we're gonna beat the weaker teams on our schedule, but we're not just beating these teams. We're fucking dominating them, and it feels good to be a Cowboy fan. And the manner that, like, just the manner of this, because juxtapose that to last game where it was just our defense carrying us. Now we have a complete team, fellas, and it feels great. It feels fucking great.
All right, like Mikey's had a happy Monday today. He had something to talk about today. A lot different from last week, I guess. You know, Dallas Cowboys.
We put it down last week, bro. I give us props. Our show was tight.
Yeah. For real talk, we had that. We sure did. Dallas Cowboy Chris, how you feeling, brother?
Man, it's always wonderful on a Victory Monday. Once again, apologies for not making it last Wednesday. The wife had a dinner, and the dinner was to promote her to general manager instead of station manager. So the big fella had to be there for.
Sugar mama.
Yeah, I'm getting me a sugar mama real quick. You know, hey man, she keep moving up, man. I was like, man, fuck this job. Hey, like Brandin Mac said in that movie, man, fuck them kids. Man, fuck this job. I got a sugar mama. But no, man, hey man, I missed y'all so much, man. I hated. I missed the show Sunday too. But hey, man, it's Monday. It's mic'd up Monday, man, off a victory against those hated New York Giants. And hey, man, it's just a wonderful day that we can talk about it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You so right about that. So with that being said, I guess we all feeling good today. So let's go right into where we are right now. Let's go into the NFC standings, man. So right now they got Philadelphia Eagles standing at 8-1. Then we got Detroit Lions at 7-2. We got San Francisco 49ers at 6-3. The New Orleans Saints at 5-5. Sitting at number 4. Seattle Seahawks is sitting at number 5. I know y'all probably saying, well, where are we? We in there. We got Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle's record's what?
6-3.
Okay. We're the same record.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And
see each other.
Yeah. Then at 6, we have our Cowboys sitting at 6-3. At 7, you have Minnesota Vikings. Then you got Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Washington Commanders, and Atlanta Falcons. So that is where we're standing right now. So look like we're making a push. We are now sitting at 6-3 now. So I mean that's making progress. You think, guys? Think what you think, Rue?
I think what I've always thought. The competition on this side of the division is wide open. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if we've got Seattle in front of us, I like us a lot better than Seattle. And everything else is just a technicality. We are really just chasing the Eagles. We should have taken care of business against the Eagles. That game got away with us. What's done is done at this point. But at this point, all we're doing is chasing the Eagles. We cannot afford any more mistakes. And what's nice is the brunt of this schedule is somewhat behind us. Our biggest games aren't till like late December. And, up next we got, we got to focus on Carolina, being efficient and just like this on the road. And just taking care of business against teams we're supposed to take business against. I think in the latter parts of the season, your biggest matchups, you're looking at the Bills, the Dolphins, and obviously the Eagles. But the way this division is going to shape out, I feel like it's still wide open for us to at least get the 5. I mean, we have the same record as Seattle. I don't expect Seattle to keep on just trucking like I expect us to in terms of what they've been looking like, because they haven't looked super great. And then when you talk about every other team that's in there, the Lions should win their division. The Saints, that division's a toss-up. It could go to anybody, but I'm not worried about the NFC or the NFC South. And when it comes to the West, it's San Francisco's division until further notice. So it's all going to depend on what we match up with going into these playoffs. There's still December left. I think it's just best to just focus on what's ahead of us, because we got to get through November, and December is when that season's really going to come to the nitty-gritty games.
With you. What are you thinking, Mikey? How you feeling about this standing right now?
Well, it's not just us against the Eagles; it's us against ourselves. And by saying that is being the best versions of ourselves. We've seen different versions of ourselves where earlier in the season, it just looked like we were a defensive team and our offense was in the rut, and going back to our identity. I don't know if you saw the huddle on Wednesday. It was a big topic for me: identity, and what we say we are, but what team we truly are. And we are a passing team as much as we want to be a running team, and we can lead with our pass, and then our run would open up. And that's exactly what happened. And then we talked about it on Sunday about divvying the carries to Rico Dowdle more, and you saw what it did and what it's going to do, and it's going to do for Tony Pollard and for the matriculation of the ball with Rico Dowdle. The key things is the teams that are in front of us, we play at home. We have Seattle at home, and last time I checked, we won our last 13 games at home, where we have a real true home field advantage. So we've played the weaker teams and we've smashed the weaker teams. I am not worried of any of the AFC East teams. They are not strong to me, and we are strong in every facet of the football, with special teams, defense, and offense. Now, my biggest concern is our health, and that's everybody's concern.
Yeah.
But for right now, if you look at our injury report, it's only Leighton Vander Esch, and he's as good as gone, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Same thing with Trayvon Diggs. But like I said, our biggest two games will be the Eagles and Seattle, because they're in our way and they're tiebreakers, and we have them at home. The Lions could be a thing, but by then we could have our role established, and it'll be a little too late for anything to be moving around. I think my biggest concern, and it always has been my concern, are those Commanders. I've always respected them. That middle, their defense with Allen and I forget the other guy, are something to reckon with, and they could wreak havoc. I know they're less strong without Sweat and the kid that they shipped off to
Chase
Young.
Yeah, Chase Young.
Chase Young.
Thank you very much, guys. It's that Bender draw. But I think we're sitting pretty, and our biggest opposition is the man in front of us, which is in the mirror, which is the Dallas Cowboys themselves. Because right now we have the best quarterback in the league playing right now. I don't give a shit what anybody says. We're setting records. He's playing on a tear, and I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. And all you bandwagon Dak freaking talk shit talkers can not get on this fucking train, because we're riding this train. We're probably going undefeated to the rest of the season. I'll put money on that.
Yeah. I want to bring this up, and I want the big fella, Trackhawk, say the consistency is getting better. How do you feel about that? You think
boom track boom?
Oh, Trackhawk.
I want Mikey to finish getting his excitement out, but
it's because he hit a buzzword and I didn't tap on it. Like, fuck yeah, Track. I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah. All right. So, man, look, it's simple for me. I mean, we've asked for it for the last couple of weeks to take the training wheels off Dak Prescott, and let's go. I'm gonna say something that may be controversial. Apparently, Kellen Moore was right about our team. We throw the ball better than we run the damn ball. So Mike McCarthy was like, I mean, think about it. Mike McCarthy was like, man, we're going to run the damn ball. We're going to control the damn ball. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And that shit didn't work at all. So as soon as he let the training wheels off Dak Prescott, we score points. Okay, it's just simple, small mistakes against Philadelphia that cost us the damn game, and we wish we had the game back because think about it, we won game back if we win the game in Philadelphia with these cupcakes coming up. And yeah, I'm calling them cupcakes because I said it before. There is no more trap games for the Dallas Cowboys at all. And I think Mike McCarthy was pissed off at the Giants yesterday because he kept throwing the ball and kept throwing it and kept throwing it like, man, we was down 10. And I was like, thank you, Michael. I wanted to go shake his hand. I was going to walk down the street and to shake his hand. Hey, Michael, thank you. Okay? Quit trying to play pity pat with these people and kick their ass. That's what you did. I appreciate it. I need that same mentality every damn week. Yeah. So, it's just simple for me. Hey, man, let's play ball. If we know that's our best part of our offense is throwing the ball, throw the damn ball. If he throw an interception, who cares? Do you even remember he threw the damn interception last week? I mean, on yesterday. Do anybody
after the
remember
5 tubs? After the 5 tubs? No.
Thank you. You don't remember it. That's why I say, man, quarterbacks throw interceptions. It is what it is. Okay, but we all said, especially me and Rue, was talking about how Dak was going to throw for 4,000, 5,000 yards this year. But then the Cowboys wanted to do this. Hey, we're going to run the ball crap, and we ain't got the run ball crap team.
And we still on pace.
We still on pace. So look, man. Hey, I'm with Mikey on this bandwagon. Hey, man, fuck y'all. Stay off the bandwagon. Stay off of it. Stay off of it. Whatever. But then the critics are gonna say you only beat the Giants, but you didn't see what he did against Philadelphia. He kicked the ass against Philadelphia.
Yep.
He kicked the ass in Philadelphia. He was the best quarterback on the field against Philadelphia.
Yep.
But since we took the L, oh man, he ain't better than Jalen Hurts. He ain't better than man. You must didn't watch the same damn game. Because the last 3 games Dak Prescott played, he's been playing like a beast.
How many interceptions Jalen got this year, Chris? How many interceptions?
A lot more than Dak. So
21.
How many fumbles?
A lot more than Dak.
Don't he have like 11 turnovers?
Yeah, but so this is just my point. I just hate that we dropped the game in the win-loss column because I think it would have been beneficial for us to win the Philadelphia game. And then when we play them again, it'll be straight up. It wouldn't be no tiebreaker crap or anything like that, because now say if we play them and this is a straight tiebreaker, the Eagles may have the tiebreaker because they destroy the Cardinals or whatever. I don't know, but it is what it is. But the Eagles got a gauntlet right now. I ain't worried about them. I'm worried about the Cowboys. Cowboys just got to keep winning.
Exactly, Chris.
Exactly. That's what's up.
The only people that have learned about is us.
So Armando, on this, Trackhawk had mentioned about the consistency is getting better. What do you think? I mean, do you feel the same way that Trackhawk is feeling about that? And as far as I guess he's talking about our offense. I'm sure he's talking.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing that offense coming to fruition because we've been talking about it. Can it stay consistent?
For
can it stay, who? Can it stay consistent? We talked about it time and time again on the show how what offense was going to come out, and lately these past few games we've been seeing the same offense, just just chunking it down. Dak is playing awesome. We see him. We see him playing lights out right now. He's staying consistent throughout these games. So like Mikey said, Trackhawk hit it on the hit the nail on the head with that word consistency, and we've been seeing it. That's what we've been asking for, and now we're seeing it, and we love it. Dak is out there balling. This run game, we got a surprise yesterday. We got a surprise, and I don't want to throw the word out there, but I'm gonna do it. And there's a controversy out there. I feel like who's gonna be RB1 now. But
hey, bro, we talked about it.
But I love it. I love it. It's consistent. To what we wanted as fans. It's just like Chris said, just keep pushing. Keep putting the your neck on these dudes, your foot on these dudes' neck, and don't give up, Mike. Let's keep running it.
Mondo, first of all, I got to give you props on that bicentennial hat. Like,
the bicentennial. I had to bring it out for you.
I'm like this motherfucker right here.
Hey, let's check it out. Let's zoom in on that bicentennial. Give it up.
You get Chris. You get Chris riled up, boy. Anyway, And then, second of all, I know you guys watch your games with your significant others. This is one of the best things. My lady pays attention to the game, and I don't know about you. She was like, "Who's that number 3? Is he brand new?"
That's cold.
No, they're just getting him the fucking
Who's
ball.
that guy?
That's cold blooded, and I'm glad you brought that up, Mikey, because the next topic is patience is a virtue, and basically this is what happened with Cooks. It said Cook's patience paid off in a big way as he finally had his first big game as a Cowboy on Sunday night against the New York Giants. Cook was all over the field, catching 9 passes for 173 yards, more than he had hit the entire season to this point, and a touchdown. The 10-year veteran was the Cowboys' leading receiver on the day, on a day where they crushed their rivals 49-17. Man, this is something I've been crying about. I've been yelling about. We have a number 2 receiver. We have a number 2 receiver.
Can I go on this?
Yes, sir.
He's always been there.
Yes,
the whole reason why he's more prevalent is because CD is acting a fool. So they got to double and triple CD Lamb.
Right.
Who's going to be the other person open?
It's Brandin Cook.
It's going to be Brandin Cook. So Brandin Cook need to go and shake CD Lamb's hand. Man, thank you. Keep getting triple team, please.
Catching that ball in one hand.
I'm gonna make the Pro Bowl in 2 weeks. I mean, think about it, bro. Because you notice when they kept rolling coverage to CD, Brandon was 1-on-1 and he was beating his man every time. Well, he was getting separation, man. As a wide receiver in the NFL, the key is separation. Once you get separation, man, if you got a yard on somebody or a step, you wide open. You wide open.
Yeah.
So, hey, like I said, Cooks was always there. I think once they finally started force feeding CD, Cook had no choice to be wide open, bro. And now I think you're going to get more shots to Michael too on those 50-50 streaks and the 50-50 balls. Yeah, because he's going to be man up. They got to roll to CD because if not, CD going to have 200 yards on everybody.
Well, and we see what he does in that slot. He acts a fool in that slot. Oh my gosh! But not only in the slot, but they moved him all over the place. But
Ferguson is a thing to deal with too, man. Fergie's a thing to deal with.
Yeah, well, and this game we didn't have to really depend a lot on Fergie, but we saw this is what I want to see Dak to distribute the ball evenly. I think everybody. I mean, our biggest surprise, Jalen Brooks. Come on now, Jalen Brooks. Which I'm gonna tell you something, man. In the training camp, man, this guy here, I kept saying, man, this guy should get some playing time. The guy can take the top off. So that's why my question was, I was like, so why did we go get Martavius Bryant
to stir up the pot? Stir up the fucking pot. It worked.
Well, okay, but so hopefully, I don't even know if he's gonna get on the field, but I'm gonna tell you, Jalen Brooks was a great asset to the team, man, and he did. I thought he was going to get him a touchdown, man. I really did.
I did too.
So, Real, how did you feel about seeing Brandin Cooks into the mix of the offense, and not only just Brandin Cooks, but Michael Gallup as well? How did you see this offense as far as our receivers being engaged?
It's funny for me. The patience is a virtue really didn't have anything to do with the passing offense for me, because the passing offense, I feel like Dak has kind of been lethal with it the last few weeks. He did spread the ball around more, and obviously we got some people involved this week that haven't been involved, namely Brandin Cooks, like 175 yards for the day. That's absolutely insane. But for me, I've been clamoring for weeks about Rico Dowdle, and now it's like,
no, not just you, all of us, Bubba.
I'm just saying, we've all been talking about Rico Dowdle for the last few weeks, and it's one of those deals where it's like, man, we finally got to see it. They got even carries. He got 12 to Pollard's 15, and he did everything with every opportunity that he got in them. And that was the beautiful thing to see to me. We finally kind of got that run game looking balanced. And I want to go back to what Mikey was talking about with the consistency. This offense has been consistent with a split backfield for the last few years. And now it's like, are we finally going to keep seeing it? Because we didn't even see it the week before. This was really our first look at like a true split backfield in this offense. And it just kind of dawned on me when Mikey said consistency and an identity. And man, that's been glaring. We've all been talking about the lack of run game for weeks on end. And it's like we finally got to see some nice diversity in it. And they both are going to thrive from it because Pollard is going to get better with Rico getting stronger with these carries. Like it's going to help Pollard. Like for everybody that's got him in fantasy football and you're worried that, oh, Rico's going to come in and take over and this, that, and the other. I don't foresee that as the way this goes. Pollard was the snap guy. Pollard was the one you'd hand it to off tackle. He'd get you 30, 40 yards on any given carry. If we can get that dynamic back, we can go back to truly what we look like as an offense and we were very successful at. And it's just nice to know that Rico is going to come into that spot because I was very curious as to why they didn't go get a running back. Like we're going and getting guys like Martavis Bryant. We're going and getting other receivers. Like we're doing all this. Why are we not doing anything with this?
Addressing the issue.
The problem.
Yeah, offensive lineman would have been great. What's up, Mikey?
Well, and it's crazy. I'm looking at the box score, right? And this is kind of like the dynamic of Zeke and Tony Pollard last year. So Tony Pollard got the brunt, which was 15 carries. He got it for 55 yards. He averaged 3.7. We'd rather see a 4.5. That's fine, right? So that was Zeke last year. And then Rico got 12 carries for 79 yards, averaged 6.6 yards a carry, which was Tony Pollard last year. Why are you going to fuck with the dynamic? Why did you try to mess with it? This is what is the recipe for success. This is the formula. I would want another carry, for Hunter Luque, but honestly, we were talking about this on Amigos the pregame. Like I wanted to give credit to me because I've been trying to push this down, and we've been clamoring just the way Rue said. And I'm sorry for interrupting you, Rue. You're right. We've been all about that. It's just because we've been on it. We felt like we did this because we've been like, how like Ball, what's his name? Lonzo Ball's dad, Lamar Ball, whatever the fuck his name was, when he pushed his kids into first round existence. I think we did this with our mind that we got Rico Dowd on more carries than we actually predicted that this was going to happen. And as far as Brandin Cooks is concerned, his quicks are legit. I'm not going to say he looks like Tyreek Hill, but his little wiggle the open field is Tyreek Hill-esque. Well, why don't we go into a little bit of Dolphins tape and get this guy the ball in open field like that? Didn't you feel like that? Right? Didn't it feel that way a little bit? I'm not saying it to be crazy, but it kind of looked that way to me. What do you think, Mondo?
No, and you hit it right in the with the whole Dowdle thing, man. We've been talking about it and and it finally happened. And like Trackhawk says, now hopefully we get to see it. Maybe a Luke get a little bit of more carries, but yesterday, I guess everybody brought the same point up as far as we saw that dynamic again, that back that we had seen with Zeke and Pollard, that that lightning and thunder yesterday, and we got a glimpse of it, and it was beautiful, and we got to keep that rolling, man. It's we spoke it into fruition again, and
what
for who?
But
for who?
So
he likes that word.
We gotta keep it rolling, and it's gonna be lovely, man. It's gonna be lovely. I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
but you know what?
I'm excited to see if we get to see more Dowdle because I came into yesterday thinking Dowdle gets that one play and then we pull him out, but we kept seeing him. So I'm just hoping it continues and we stay consistent with that.
Yes, sir. Consistent Trackhawk. But there's another thing, and you guys weren't on Wednesday, and I busted G's ass on this one because
Oh,
remember he couldn't
stop it,
stop
bro. I
saying
mean, really?
Mike Solari, Mike Solari. All right, and that was how come your boy Mike Solari didn't get your boy to fucking block these Eagles better, but. They only allowed 5 hurries, no sacks, and I know it's just the Giants and whatever they're playing for, but they made the adjustment. So there you go, G. Mike Solari.
Mike Salah. Hey, and Terrence Steele was quiet. I mean, we didn't hear his name, so that was a good thing, you know. What was you gonna say, allow me, buddy, and Rue?
Nothing. I was just gonna harp on what Mikey said about.
Go ahead.
I mean, Brandin Cooks. Yeah, you're gonna look like Tyreek Hill when you're averaging 20 yards a freaking catch, man.
God
9 for 173 is absolutely insane.
Ridiculous.
That's an insane number. I mean, and for all the technical ones, it's 19.2. But I mean, fuck you. It's 20 yards a catch.
It's 20.
But
Damn
damn it,
it,
man.
I
Like,
keep them clean though.
yeah, exactly. But man, you know, I don't. Truth be told, and I said it when we mentioned it weeks back, I don't want to look like Miami come January. Every time these number one offenses fold in the playoffs, every single time we see them 16-2, or 16-2, whatever, 16-2, 17-1. Whatever record they go into the playoffs, they've been this dominant number one offense, yada yada yada. They're out in the divisional. They're out in the AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game. Goodbye. See you later. Or they just flat out lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't want to be that. I want to be the balanced team that I believe that we are.
There you
turning
go.
into.
Give it
That's
up.
really the beauty of it. Because Dak, when you think about what Dak's doing right now, man. Dak is literally doing that shift in his career, and I know what y'all gonna tell me. It's been 7 years, and I'm just like,
no, you're right on. You're right on.
Takes time. It doesn't just happen overnight.
No,
people like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes are lightning in a bottle. They don't come around very often. You're seeing it before your eyes with Josh Allen, because everybody's got these lists about quarterbacks and everything else. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all invalid. And the reason they're invalid, this league is so young. You're seeing a shift at this position.
So you're starting to see some veteran leadership, right?
The guys who are the number one players in this spot for years on end are gone. Brady's gone. Rodgers is gone. Like these guys that carried that mantle for the longest time, they're all gone. So now your veterans in this league are Dak
Prescott's the most tenured quarterback.
He's one of the seniors.
Yeah.
Like this,
he is. He is the most tenured quarterback. And to be in this league for this long, it's hard. It's not easy.
Jared Goff,
you're seeing the shift, man. He has always been coddled by his offensive coordinator. He has been coddled for years, held back, been told what to do, and he's always been the perfect teammate, perfect player. Yes, sir. I'll do what you say. He is now getting multiple plays at a time, 5 to 6 plays at a time. He is calling this offense. He has not done it before. Y'all tried to tell me that he's done it before a couple weeks ago. It's not true. He's never gotten this much control ever in his career. He has always been hovered over, micromanaged. And now you're seeing him let loose. This is that Tony Romo year where you saw the shift in Tony Romo and he took over the offense. This is what you're getting out of Dak Prescott.
Tony Romo.
Yeah.
You're getting that out of Dak Prescott now. It's year 7. Like, it's that full year. You're seeing the shift. You saw it in the preseason when he had that clipboard in his hand and he called that entire offense. You're now seeing that in week 11.
He was throwing dimes yesterday, bro.
So
he was
dropping them. There's a level of maturity that's actually it takes time to mature, and he's
now, mind you, it's the Giants, right? Like I will sit here. I mean, we held their offense to like 100 yards on the day. Like they had nothing. Third string quarterback. All you had was Saquon Barkley, and even when you're at full strength, he's not really what's hurting us. It's your quarterback running the ball.
Oh my god!
And it's they never had their car, bro. They never had their car.
The kid was his mama.
So let's ask big fella. Let's talk a little bit about these Giants and what is. I mean, this defense. I mean, I don't see too much wrong with the defense, but dude, big fella,
I'm listening.
what was going on? I mean, is the defensive coordinator still? Does he still have a job?
Dude, I thought he was gonna get fired at halftime.
Woo!
I
My
mean,
gosh,
dude, I thought he was gonna get fired at halftime. Just the look on the face of the head coach of the Giants was like, man, did we not practice anything? I mean, because a lot of people was making excuses for the Giants. Hey, man, we on our third string quarterback, but the third string quarterback don't play defense like I used to tell people. Tony Romo had never played a down of defense in his damn life.
yeah.
Okay, but they used to always blame Tony Romo for the Cowboys losing 45-44. Okay, look, it was just an ass whooping, bro. I don't know how I said, everybody, Wink Martindale this, wink this, wink that. What the hell has Wink Martindale ever done? Nothing, because the Cowboys have scored 85 points on Wink's ass. Sorry, 89. I apologize.
Miss Eunice. Miss Eunice.
I mean, the question was asked. I know we're just kind of off topic, but the question was asked about New York. Should they forfeit the rest of the season?
Oh, they already have.
They already have.
Yeah, you see
They
it.
did that
They're
after
in the
the
Caleb
first
Williams
round.
convention.
My
They're in
God.
the Caleb
Exactly,
Williams
right?
raffle.
Hey,
That's what
G,
they're after.
you didn't see them Giants do this in the middle of the game. They had tapped.
It was tapping. It was tapping.
Man, oh man.
Apollo's brother was like, throw the towel, throw the towel.
I think if I was Saquon, I would have grabbed my knee and said, you know what, I'm tapping out. But he hung in there, man. But you know,
Dude, if anybody you had, if there was any semblance of feeling sorry for the Giants, it was that guy. If anything,
oh yeah,
Poor
if
dude,
anybody,
man.
yeah.
He's
But,
never
you know,
beat the. I didn't know this, but he's never beat the Cowboys.
never, never.
Who's this?
You
Wait,
know,
which
that's
guy?
true.
Saquon.
Oh,
Shit,
Saquon.
that legitimately makes me
He
fucking.
never has.
He's
He never
never
has.
beat us?
He's
No.
never beat the Cowboys.
Never has.
I think he only had 100-yard rushing game. I think
I'm about to say I don't remember in
only
recent
had
history he's
one.
played that good against us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the rest of you got to think about it. Hell, he was hurt. Shit, he's been hurt
Yeah,
for 3
2
years.
seasons
Yeah.
out of 4. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
true.
can I put into what I tried to say in the chat, and I think it was fortuitous for this to come all together against the Giants, because the last time we saw Dak Prescott with this much talented command and accuracy, not the command of the offense per se, but it's talented, healthy, without the ankle, without the thumb, was right before he got hurt. I know we were losing games that year, but he was flinging the ball and he was on pace
Yeah.
to break the touchdown record. Do you think he's finally all together and healthy?
I got something else. I'm
Pre-Dak?
gonna answer that too. But G, I got a question to you. I want you to answer both questions, G. Have you noticed ever since they started letting Dak get out the fucking pocket, Dak accuracy is better? I think Dak is more accurate on the run than he is in the pocket.
Well, and that's the thing. We got to remember, he comes from Mississippi State. He was an RPO guy. And I don't know why. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was what was his name? Wilson, the quarterback coach that wanted to make him a pocket passer.
Rest in
That's
peace,
not
Wade
his
Wilson.
forte. What's it? Wade Wilson. That's his name, Wade Wilson.
Rest in
I don't know
peace.
why they try to change his style, but we know that he's a better rollout. We saw that when we used to run the rollout boot. He would roll out, fake the play action, roll out, and he would complete that damn near 90% of the time. So again, this guy is, well, we can say a lot of plays on last week was a lot of busted plays that he made happen.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
running for his life. So yeah, I can say, yeah, I see that he's a lot better outside the pocket. What was the other question? Mikey, what did you have?
Wow. And then that's gonna answer. Do you think he's finally healthy? Because I
Yeah.
think the reason he
Yeah.
went into the pocket, G, is because his fucking foot went 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
They had to protect.
So,
Yeah.
But you
his
know
foot
what,
went
Mikey,
8 o'clock.
and I think that Dak is not only physically healthy, but he looks mentally healthy. He looks mentally
Yes, that's
healthy.
a good point.
Boom.
He looks like
Boom.
he's at the podium, and he used to be this nice guy. Okay, yes, I'm okay. Yes, go Cowboys, and
He got that
but now he's
attitude, yeah.
now he's striking back. He's like, nah, this is how it's gonna be done, and he's taking command.
Getting all
So I
sassy
feel
and
like
shit.
Dak is not only physically healthy, but mentally because we all know Dak went through a lot of tough. He went through a tough, rough patch, we'll say, right,
Yeah,
with his
COVID
own
hit him
mom and his
hard, man.
brother. So I feel like it's that year now. It's that year now where it's all come together, and he's finally right here. He's got the ankle right and everything, and it's all coming together.
So 21. So 21. You think he's progressed in becoming the offensive captain to the damn captain of the whole football team now, huh? Because
that's what it looks like.
Because that's what we all wanted, man. Honestly, man, from Dak is just that damn swagger, man. Give me that swagger, like, man, can't nobody beat us, and that's what we all asked for, man. Just give us that.
And I think what helps Dak is when these receivers create separation from these defenders, like we saw. And again, we're talking about the Giants, but I think this is a fine time to fine tune your offense for these next two games. Should be games where we have Carolina this week, right?
Next, and then
I'll
the
see y'all
So
on
these are two
Thanksgiving.
games.
You know what though? I, when it comes to that Carolina game, I want to see them use and abuse their O-line. Bryce Young shouldn't be able to breathe next week.
Well, it's going to be rough.
It should be a rough and tumble day for him next week.
Hey, did you guys find this? I know this is a side note and kind of off topic, but don't you find it amusing that Dak's weapons all over the league played a significant role in wins against their teams? Amari Cooper with the Browns, Dalton Schultz, and your boy Noah Brown with the Texans, and
going crazy for 2 weeks.
We've essentially replaced them, and this is the show out game on the same damn week.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is a week. These are the next 2 weeks to fine tune, scrimmages. Hopefully, this is what these are, scrimmages. And again, fine tune. Get Jalen Brooks acclimated to the offense. Get this offense. Get Rico Dowdle. And so when we go into the second half, we go into the second half, which we're already in the second half, but the long stretch. I think now we're working in sequence, in unison, and this offensive role, because again, like me and Mikey was talking about last week, we got to find the identity. We have to split this backfield with Rico and Tony. Even though Mike McCarthy said, I'm fine with what we have. No, you can't be Mike McCarthy, because we got, and you know who Rico Dowdle reminds me of? He reminds me of Marion Barber.
Oh, Mondo said that a couple weeks ago.
He reminds me of Marion Barber. The guy runs hard, and he takes a hit, he bounces off, and he keeps his legs moving.
A miniature. I think he's a Julius Jones, Marion Barber type, because he has a little Julius Jones to him that runs hard.
You remember, we've had a taste of that all season. I can't tell you how many times he's been hitting the backfield and then turns it into 7 or 8 yards. After a straight up hit in the backfield. Like it's been happening all year. We've just been getting little tastes of it, little nuggets. That's all we've gotten all year. And then bam.
What do you do with those nuggies? What do you do with those nuggies?
G, can I give a compliment to our offensive line? And I think Mike McCarthy says something, and I hope he holds true. And apparently he's gonna start treating Tyron like we used to treat Haley. Haley never practiced at all.
He didn't even lift weights.
When he came to the game, he was nice and healthy and fresh. You hadn't heard Tyron's name in 2 weeks, have you? Hadn't heard it. So remember, I tell you, when you're offensive line and people don't know that you out on the field, you had a great game.
Yeah, hell yeah. When your name's not being called.
Tyron's name hadn't been called, and he said he's not going to practice Tyron for the rest of the season during the week. Thank you.
And they're supposed to have some guys up front. Don't fix it. They're supposed to have some guys up there. They're supposed to have some guys up front. I didn't hear none of their names either. Damn.
Yeah. Hey. So true. That's true.
Well, Terry still ain't had no
that
choice.
One bomb that freaking that Dak threw, that he took that lick from Dexter Lawrence. That said a lot about Dak.
That let me know he was healthy. That right there let me know that he was healthy, because that was a hit. But I like the no call because it's football. I mean, I'm glad they didn't throw the flag, but they need to, I mean, it's no way you can stop your momentum as a big lineman like that. So it was a good hit. So that right there let me know that he was healthy then. So, but hey guys, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm finna say, man, I knew he was healthy after that hit he took in Philadelphia, the flip upside down, and he bounced right back up.
Yes, sir.
You know, he took a
John
big
Elway
hit
impression.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, that was.
Hey, like I say, man, we just need to keep number 4 upright regardless. We can't keep letting me take.
Don't do that again, though. Don't do
never do that again.
Don't ever do
bro.
Yeah. Oh, no points are worth that, ever. Don't ever
the only time,
like last play of the Super Bowl is the only time I ever want to see that ever again.
Yeah, and he was 10 yards out. I'm like, dude,
I know. What are you doing?
I believe
do
fly. Hey, man. We got an R. Kelly reference in this show. This show is too good.
Dude, he had a brain for it. He definitely had a brain for it. Oh, he had a brain for it. So, guys, what they're saying is which players deserve more playing time, and it's been reported.
Rico.
By Fansided that 3 players deserve more snaps after the win against the Giants, and there's 2 that don't. So, the first one is they saying that Cowboys defensive end Sam Williams deserve more snaps. You guys agree with that?
Big fella's been screaming that.
I've been saying it, man, for all year, man, for him and Micah to actually be on the same side together. Okay. So because you gotta choose which one, bro. And both of them are speed rushers.
Right.
If you get both the speed on the same side, so that means eventually you either gonna be 1-on-1 with a tight end and 1-on-1 with a running back, and that's a win for the Cowboys.
You're right.
That's a win.
Well, and that's what they're saying. They said basically, saying that Sam Williams was even making plays as special team gunner, which was unheard of for a 6'4".
He was the first one down a couple times. You go back and watch the game. He was the first one down on punts and kickoffs. First one.
Yeah,
and we did this all without Cavante on the field, which that's just another element to our team that we didn't see on the field, man.
Man, this defense is solid, man. The defense.
Who was the others, G? Who was the other?
Okay, the next one is. Well, we'll do it like this. We'll let you guys decide if they need more playing time or not. So the next one is, this guy
real quick, before you move on, I just want to talk about what Chris said real fast. Bro, number one, yes, Sam Williams, and you've been harping on it all year. Every time that dude sees the field, that dude always takes advantage of a chance that he gets. I swear, every time, if he's on the field, he pops, and it's always a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir.
But Micah, bro, keep him in the middle. I don't know about y'all. I love Micah in the middle.
Yeah.
I love seeing Micah in the middle. Micah has been using and abusing centers in this league and putting people on notice. And dude, he is a menace inside the middle. When he is able to play in and out off that linebacker spot and like do that delayed blitz and like come on, and I love seeing Micah attack the middle. I think the last few sacks that he's had, he's gotten them through the middle. If I remember right, I gotta look back, but I swear the last few sacks he's had, it's not even off the edge. He's coming straight through the middle.
Yeah,
and just getting these centers off, setting centers off their feet, and just spinning their ass around. It's been a beautiful thing. But Sam needs to get more opportunities, 100% off the edge. He takes advantage every time he does, and we need to see more of it for sure.
All right, 21. They're saying Cowboys tight end Luke Schoonmaker should play fewer snaps.
Fewer snaps.
Fewer.
Less. This is a slippery slope.
What do you think, 21?
I'm loving Fergie right now. Fergie's showing out. So I would agree with this one. I would agree that
Can I rebut this one?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Well, if he's into block, I'm cool with it. But don't throw him the damn ball, because he's the one that set the edge on that freaking that end around that fucking CD just walked in. So you know what I mean. He's good. He left his hands in Michigan. That's all.
Well, big fella, he can elaborate on that, because we do know Schoonmaker is a hell of a blocker. What do you think, big fella, on that?
I think this one is not true, because as a rookie in the NFL, don't you need playing time to actually get you to hone down your skill?
Yeah.
If you put him on the bench and then next year, say if my man get hurt and you want Schoonmaker in there and then he's not consistent, the first thing you're gonna say, well, damn, why he ain't that good? Well, yeah, we set him on the bench, we won't let him play. I'm like, look,
And Hendershot ain't nowhere
he's
to be
not.
seen.
He's only at the tight end position. He's only really getting 25% of the snaps on offense. Okay, and most of those snaps are running plays anyway. I think he needs to be on the field, man, to progress. I mean, because all our tight ends did that, man, and we didn't know anything about him. Hell, that's how Dalton Schultz got famous because what's the name got hurt?
Lake.
No.
Blake Jarwin.
When Jarwin got hurt, we were so concerned. We thought, man, Dalton Schultz, man, he ain't been on the field. He can't catch. He ain't did shit. But if you saw Dalton Schultz at Stanford, he's making all the catches. And the same thing with Shoemaker when he was at Michigan. He made all the catches, bro. So hey,
is it Shoemaker or Schoonmaker?
Schoonmaker.
Did he say Shoemaker?
Shoemaker.
No, he did not say Shoemaker. I know he did not.
The freaking kid from the University of Michigan.
That's your guy. Big fella.
Hey, how's that coaching situation handled?
Hey, come on, we're not talking about that.
Oh no, we'll stay on topic, but it's going just fine because we keep kicking that ass when he on the field or off the field. It don't matter.
I think it's bullshit, by the way. I think it's bullshit, by the way.
Let's go to the next one, guys. We run out of time.
Go blue.
The next one, guys, is Cowboy receiver Jalen Brooks deserves more snap. Rue, what do you think?
I mean, I think he showed us that with the attempts. I mean, he had a good week last week. Keep rotating them in and out. I mean, you're going to keep moving people in them third and fourth spots. We're going to see different folds in this offense, and people are going to get their opportunities. Should he get some? Sure. He showed us that he deserves some opportunities. Should he get more than any of the guys that we need to be focusing on? Absolutely not. Like, if we're just talking third, fourth spot, see what he looks like compared to Tolbert, compared to, Martavis Bryant, compared to whoever else is going to fill that 3-4 spot. Let's 100% see.
You're right.
Man, damn it. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the Schoonmaker thing. Oh I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to talk about it because would we be saying this? Would we be saying this if it was the correct call against the Eagles where he's basically getting tackled before he even catches the ball on the goal line and then follows through and catches the ball through the ground like he's supposed to inside the goal line? At the end of the day, that's a tough catch, and he made it in a tough spot, in a game-changing spot. He made that catch, regardless of whatever the call was. He made the damn catch. And truth be told, why can't we why when one person's doing good, we have to shun the other one altogether? All this tells me is that Ferguson is doing his freaking job. That's all that tells me. Because when you score touchdowns in the tight end position, you get noticed. But when you block really good on every play, nobody talks about it. It's funny how that works.
That's what the big fella said. If your name is not called, you're doing it.
Thank God for Chris, because if it wasn't for that, I mean, it's like, nobody's talking about how good he's doing in terms of the blocking for the run game. So it's like,
I said, I'm the one that rebutted it. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the narrative itself.
Yeah, the narrative. Just
there's
like
only
the topic
one blocking
right
tight end that gets any credit, and it's George Kittle. And it's because every now and again that dude will go off for a couple touchdowns, and it is what it is on that
third game.
And Kelsey.
So it's saying Brooks drew more targets than Michael Gallup despite playing fewer snaps. At the very least, Brooks proved he shouldn't be a healthy scratch again this season. He likely won't play much when Dallas faces better competition, but Sunday proved he can make an impact in limited opportunities. Mondo, you feel the same way about that?
And we saw it. We saw that he made an impact in a small in a small role. So I definitely, I just think that, like Bruce says, it's just keeping him rotating in and out, keep him like we just talked about right now. You can't get better without getting playing time, right? So, keep rotating him in and out, and let him grow as a wide receiver, because we all know it's gonna take time for him to grow. So we're developing something, hopefully, and let him keep getting his play.
Yeah. So, Mikey, Cowboys cornerback Jordan Lewis should play fewer snaps. What do you think about that, brother?
This is all my Michigan people on this. What the fuck?
The ball god. The ball god has a tendency to get the ball. I'm a big Aquamu fan. I'm not gonna lie, I like Israel Makwamu. I really do. Jordan Lewis has been the victim of some calls and some holes. I would leave Jordan on the field just for his tenacity and his experience. I like Jordan Lewis a lot. And it's and back to the wide receiver conversation, because I know a lot of people, are down on Michael Gallup, and that's why these other wide receivers are coming into play. It's very evident that this team loves Michael Gallup, that this quarterback loves Michael Gallup, that the room loves Michael Gallup, and they're really cheering on for this guy to do good. And it's one thing when your team, is still having your back when you're not at your best. It says a lot, and then he's gonna end up doing something with that positive energy. He's gonna make an intricate play like he's made it, and he's whatever opens up, he's gonna be a part of it.
So, I mean, really and truly, guys, I really think we're not using Gallup to his full potential. He is the Dez Bryant on the 50-50 ball. He is the back shoulder catch guy. He's not good for the hooks and the out routes. You throw the ball downfield, let him go up and get it. We saw exactly what he did. He did the top on somebody. I mean, went up and pulled it down. So I think, those are the routes that he needs to get. But yeah, I think everybody likes.
And we're forgetting we got somebody else coming up too. So
talking about Martavius.
Yep. So how's
I don't know if it's enough balls to go around. We didn't.
I don't think. Are we really with Martavis though?
No,
I mean, we haven't seen him in years.
5 years.
It's been a while. Are we really expecting? And I mean, let's not poo-poo on it. But I mean, he has been playing somewhere, just not NFL football.
Right. XFL.
He's been playing in some leagues, but it's like, I'm not expecting much. I don't have any. If he ended up on the field, I'd honestly be surprised. I mean, honestly, because he's been out of the league for 5 years, man. The speed is what he relied on a lot. He's got size. He's a big guy, but he's a speedster. Like, that's what he is. He was a fast dude. He ran like a 4.2, 4.3 kind of 40. Like he was a quick guy, but I mean, 5 years away, I don't know.
It's all about.
I mean, obviously he's on this team. I wish him the best, but I don't have high hopes. I'd rather see one of these young guys kind of break out and do what they need to do.
Yeah, for sure. Jalen Brooks
would be the guy.
Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert, whoever it may be.
I don't know what that.
Any of them, honestly. Like, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see this wide receiver room just kind of grow and get better as the season progresses.
Exactly. I mean, it's just a crowded room.
I'm good with what we got.
He obviously helped. Just his presence alone, it shook it up. And we had a hell of a game. So whatever whatever it did, it did something. What about what Trackhawk is saying right here? His boy.
That's what I'm getting ready to ask you.
The Pomeranian.
I was getting ready to ask you that. So what do you think, Mike? That's directed right at you. What do you think about the man?
If it's either him or Cavante on the field, you can't have two of the same dude. Since Cavante is hurt, it was only appropriate to have Deuce playing, especially getting punt returns and kicks. But we can't take two roster spots of basically the same guy. And when Turpin gets back and healthy, Turpin takes that roster spot because he is the most dangerous kick returner in the league. Not by just me, by the man named Bill Belichick himself.
Facts. I agree with you on that. All right, so here's the next one, guys. We got to move on to this next one. So, let's go with you 21. Cowboys running back Rico Dowdle deserves more snaps. I think we all can agree to that, right?
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think we saw something, man. And again, I think we all want to see something against stiffer competition. Yeah, and which definitely is going to be needed against stiffer competition. So, I mean, this is a great
take. And what we saw yesterday is kind of like, it's like, man, we wish we could have seen this in other games, So
yeah,
I hope it stays consistent with Dowdle out there in that backfield.
Yeah, Yeah, and we can say now with Rico Dowdle, we saw him punch it in the end zone.
We saw him do it in Arizona at least. Shit.
Yes, indeed. So you got to recognize that. You got to acknowledge that. So, big fella, I guess you feel the same way that we need to see more of Rico Dowdle in the backfield, right?
Nope, because he ain't go to Michigan. So I was just kidding, bro. I was just kidding. I like the concept of splitting the carries again. I think it'll make Tony more explosive, and we can run the correct plays for Tony. Tony and A gap shouldn't be in the same sentence. Okay. So yes.
Well,
what a concept.
You always refer back to Brian Broaddus, and today in the G-Bag Nation, he was mentioning about Tony Pollard pressing and not recognize his whole recognition is not on point. He had a couple backside cuts that he missed that he would have got last year, but all that pressure obviously is getting to him.
Well, it's the workload.
Would you flip it around?
It's the workload. It's the workload.
Would you flip it around and give Rico the 15 and give him the 12?
It wouldn't hurt. You're still splitting time. It doesn't matter. He's on a franchise tag. It's not like he's our franchise
He's
player.
guaranteed his money regardless.
Yeah, I mean it is. So, but dude, if I got to put the person in that's going to get the job done. If it's Rico, you're going to get more touches. But whatever gets us to the end zone, whatever gets us the W, I'm going with it. So all the political stuff, that's not the one. If Rico is the guy, let Rico be the guy.
And Rue, you were right. In the offseason, you were right. When we tagged them, you said that we shouldn't have gave up those 10 million, and you were dead right on. You were.
Facts.
All I'm going to say, though, I disagree. I still give Pollard the 15. And all I want is a balanced backfield. That's what I want. Truly, and with everything that we've looked at, I want them both to get the carries. I'm not gonna abandon Pollard in this run game because Pollard has shown me what.
No, we're not saying abandon. We're not saying abandon.
But if we're talking about taking over the backfield, I still give it to Pollard.
No, we want to split. We want to split. That's the new
I want football. The split. I want the split. But the heavier set I would give to Pollard because I still believe that he. The only way I disagree. The only way I go against it and say no. The only way I'd go against it and say no is how good is his ankle really? Because that'd be my biggest question going into it. Is he losing a step because he is coming off the injury and that's why we're seeing a different one? Or is it that with these added carries to Rico Dowdle, we're going to start seeing what we used to see from Tony Pollard? And if I'm going to get what I got out of Tony Pollard last year because of a split workload, absolutely. I still want to give him the bulk of the carries because you're going to start seeing him with those 6-yard carries also.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the workload, though. It's just too much for him. I mean, he's a scat back, and we're asking him to do the things that Zeke was doing. That just that's not his forte.
No,
so we get Rico in there and let these guys. It doesn't matter. Let's just move the damn chain and really let's look at it. Tony Pollard only got 2 touchdowns after what 9 games, 9 games, 2. So he needs some help. Somebody give him some milk. But man. So it doesn't matter to me. Long as again we move the chain and Rico Dowdle has shown that in the red zone he can't punch it in. So it doesn't even matter. That's just as long as we get the W, man. So with that being said, I got a video. I got a video. You know what, man? I think you guys, y'all be waiting for these videos. Let me see if I can pull them up.
All on the videos, dancing. Welcome to Jets Go.
Wait a minute. Let me get it ready. I got a video. Where is it at? Where is my video? Okay, here we go. Let's give it up for the video.
There's a video.
So, hey, here's our video, guys, coming to you from Twitter. From Twitter. Let's get right into it, baby. So, hey, I got a couple of videos. So, this one here, I got to share. I got to share this one first, man, because this is what I've been waiting on. Oh, I've been waiting on this, but check it out, guys. Check it out. Let's get it.
There it is, dude. Dexter Lawrence. And you know what? You
told
gotta
me
get
right there.
No,
was healthy.
he caught himself.
This is what. Look at this guy.
Dude, doesn't he look like Tyreek?
Oh,
doesn't he look like
guy
Tyreek
is
right there?
Dad told me that Dak was healthy.
But look how he cut himself. Dexter Lawrence, you are a fucking professional. Because if that was Tony Saragusa, he would have splashed his fat ass whale body on him.
Well, Tony was allowed to splash his fat ass old body on him, so you can say whatever you want. Tony was allowed to do that. This man is not.
Oh my God, guys, we have
the 7th round.
A Tyreek Hill. All right, I got to go to the next one. This is another one right here, guys. Check it out.
I'm gonna kick Tyler Biada's ass if he get my quarterback hurt.
I know you're right. You're right about that. Here's another one.
Are we getting one hand?
There he is. This the guy your wife didn't know that was on the field, that was on the team. Mikey, look at that.
Look at that shit. Who's at number 3? Is he new?
Beautiful, man. A great phone ball, man.
In the bucket, under pressure, getting annihilated on the
fucked around and got me married, G.
She thought he was a dark-skinned Dan Bailey, didn't she?
Hell, she good enough to live with. She's good enough to marry. How about
Mikey,
that?
she thought he was a dark-skinned He was a dark-skinned Dan Bailey. He thought, what the kicker doing out there catching passes?
Here we go. Last one, guys. Let's get into this one, man. Right. This is the guy that's actually third in the rankings as far as receiving reception. So our guy, here he is. Let's get to it. We're gonna see it all, but let's just watch this guy.
We're gonna play the game.
There he is.
Here we go.
Here's a quick hitter to CD Lamb.
There he is.
That one-handed catch was wicked, man.
Here we go.
There it is.
Oh,
Chingao.
Give me that.
Chingao, bro. That's my mom's favorite player, dude. That's my mom's favorite player.
He said, "Get off me. Let me have it."
LCD.
Let's go.
Schoonmaker. Boom.
See ya.
See ya.
Y'all want to put him on the bench.
Say that. That was Mondo.
Here we go.
Man, don't be still in the open of the Three Amigos show. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Just tells him to go downfield, man.
Man had 151.
You like his new first down?
Oh, that's kind of like the Brandin Cooks in a way. Yeet. Dude, that was supposed to have went out of bounds. And the dude came back and got the ball. I mean, that's just what we're seeing out of CD. CD has, and we've been saying, if you're gonna wear number 88, you gotta stand out. You got to stand up and wear number 88. I think this year he is actually, he had to kind of do a little bitching about it too. No, man, listen, get me the ball. I'm the number 1 receiver. Throw me the ball.
But you know what? The way they've all talked about it too. It was the way he came at them about that. It wasn't bitching. He really wasn't bitching. He was like, I can help this team. Y'all aren't using me and I can help this team. I know I can help this team. It was about the team. That was what he said. He wasn't like complaining and shit and like throwing shit or whatever. He was talking about the team.
Remember how Armando was like body language, man? I saw it from far.
Yeah, that body language
different now.
Yeah. He was standing off from the team.
It is different though. It is different though. You could tell.
Yeah. And sometimes he had to speak up. And you know what? One thing that Amari Cooper didn't, he never did speak up. And maybe if he would have spoke up, and said, hey, this is what we need to do, but he never did. And
no, he's a passive aggressive.
And the thing is too, man, sometimes the best thing to do is walk away. If you ain't got nothing good to say, you know what? Maybe you just need to let me just cool down.
I don't know who the fuck thinks like that, real.
Shit, people do, man. People do.
There are human beings.
People do. Believe it or not, Mikey.
There are people
it's like, you know what? Just take a step back. Before you say something you don't mean, before you say something that's not true, or say something you don't mean.
To your wife, when you're talking to your wife,
You know, when you call your quarterback the Black Kirk Cousins, shit happens and you end up in Cleveland.
Hey, the man was upset.
That was good, though.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
It's sometimes it's better to just step away.
I still don't like it. That
I know, but it's fun.
And what's so bad? I love Amari, but that shit pissed me off.
He was gone.
Mad about that.
He was gone.
Yeah,
anti-vaxxer.
And believe me,
don't know
I
if it was
appreciate,
true or not,
appreciate everything Amari Cooper did for the Cowboys. I love Amari Cooper.
Oh my God.
It just that one just pissed me off.
One of the best route runners out there, dude. I hate we got rid of him for during ham sandwich. That's great.
But you know what? Want to know what the best was? The best of anything was? This Mic'd Up Monday was one of the best shows I've been a part of, man. I appreciate y'all for listening. It's good times. It's the best of times. We've been through the worst of times, and thank God for any time.
Well, I don't appreciate you stealing my sexy ass voice. You know, it's the best time for
it's the better drill.
Shit. When you talking about the Mexican Rocky Balboa, it's the best time. What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway.
He's trying to hide how congested he is right now because the allergies are kicking his ass.
Yeah,
I know.
So let's do this on a final note. Rue, give us your final thoughts on what you thought about the game, and and who stood out to you, and we'll split it.
My final thoughts on that game: Dak Prescott is making a lot of y'all look foolish, even in a loss. And I know I'm not talking about last week, but whatever. And man, I'd love what I'm seeing out of the run game. I hope I get to see more of it, and I hope it stays as consistent as it was that day. And I hope it gets a little bit better on Tony's side, and he gets the relief that he needs in order to be successful for this offense. And shit, baby, we are on to the Carolina Panthers. This game was never a game. Giants, you never had your car. It is what it is.
Remember,
right.
Like David Carr.
Mikey, what's your final
thought? He got me. Damn.
It's been 12 of the last 13 times Dak Prescott owns the Giants, and it's great because we do have a pebble in our shoe. His name is a Sneaky G Man, and whatever makes his life a little bit, if he's suffering, just football suffering, it brings a smile to my heart. It was great to see adjustments. There's things that we didn't see with Jason Garrett that we do see with Mike McCarthy. And when Mike McCarthy was hired, I didn't think it was the right hire. But for the last 2 years, he's won 24 games, and he's on his way for another double-digit season. And maybe we were wrong about that hire and what we thought about it initially. But keep making your adjustments. Dak Prescott is the man, and like I said, the train is going, and you motherfuckers that jumped off, stay off. What up with you, Cowboys?
All right, Rue, what's your final thoughts? And
you already gave me.
Who stood out to you?
You got me, baby.
You already did.
Mondo.
Damn it.
What's up, y'all? So my final thoughts, man. We saw a great game. We saw what we had been speaking about as far as this run game and letting Dak loose, and it was what we expected, a blowout. We talked about it, we saw it, and let's continue to roll, man. We need these games. The big fella said, there's no more trap games. We need all these games. Let's continue to roll, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, Mondo, on the cool, bro. He got that all brown people look alike and shit. I hadn't even been working out that long, bro. I got a long way before I catch your ass, man. I don't know how you making mistakes like this, dog. What's up, G?
Man, Mexican got on boots.
All right, big fella, what's your final thoughts and who stood out to you?
Man, my final thoughts real quick. Keep my Michigan players out your mouth. No, real quick, man. Mine is super simple. Hey, offensive line, stay anonymous. I don't want to hear your name ever during the game.
Never.
Ever. But Tyler, be honest, if you get my quarterback hit like that again, it's going to be a problem. We got a problem. Yep. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, well, that's what's up. I guess I'll get my final thoughts. I'm going to say, even though we know it was the Giants, I still feel that this was a great tune-up game for us. Again, Cowboys did exactly what we expected them to do. And the person that stood out to me, the player that stood out to me, I would have to say it was Brandin Cook, which I've been raving and fussing about to get him involved, and that's exactly what we did. We got him involved. So, that's my final thoughts, and that's who stood out to me. So, with that being said, guys, like we always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen.
Executive producer, all in the video.
Cowboys. And also give a big shout out to our administrator behind the scene, Felicia Parks Colley, which she keeps us in line. So we want to give a big shout out to her as well. But again, like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleep but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Let's go.
I'm with Sleeper now. And the drill.